It's very key, very key when you talk about data, and you have to know who you're giving maybe
credit.
Credit to go start up something which ultimately will help in creating jobs for the people and also grow the economy.
Now you see the network.
Yes, you see the network and how it's moving. It brings to question the issue of the youth. If you say, you talk about data, and we ask as a people, as a nation, how many youth we have at the moment, look at the age bracket and what they are doing at the moment, it would seem as if we don't even have that data. What would you want to see a government do for the teeming youth that are eager to see development in the country?
I'll go back to data. If you know them, then you can easily ascertain what their problems are. You will be able to say these are the unemployed, half-educated youths, so to say. You will be able to say this is the number of those that are graduates, this is the number of people that have postgraduate education. You will be able to say these are those that are skilled. And then when you have been able to actively or effectively bring them into those partitions or segments, you will not be able to bring up policies. Now, I talk about funding. It's only a category of these youths that require funding. Some people have ideas that are better just for thesis purposes. Some people have ideas that should be businesses. Yesterday, we still have Apple buy off a major company in Nigeria, a Nigerian-owned company.
Owned by a Nigerian.
Owned by a Nigerian for 1 billion. Now, if you're going to be selling such investments to foreigners, it's because even here, you find out that a lot of those businesses are not supported. Bright ideas don't have support. That's funding for businesses, for youths. One, answering your question. Secondly, employment for those that must work will come when you are funded. Because businesses will become larger, they will become more. SMEs is the lifewire of any great economy. There have to be several businesses that can move up 5, 7, 10, 12 people out of the labor market. You should not stop looking at businesses that can take away 500 people because they're fewer and they're more difficult.
But you've also worked with young people.
Yeah.
I mean, how willing would you say they are to work with SMEs, for instance?
The only reason why they don't want to work with SMEs, because I work with a lot of SMEs as well, the only reason is because the pay pack of SMEs for employees is really low. It's really, really low. So you find out that someone wants to work with an SME, and then the SME can only afford to pay, say, 30,000 naira or 40,000 naira at the end of the month. And it says that another friend is working with another organization and is earning 150,000 or 200,000. So whilst with the SME is completely unsettled. Now, SMEs or small businesses does not necessarily mean bad places to work. But because a lot of these SMEs are facing serious challenges. I run my law firm and I run an organization. And I know how much we spend on power. Now, there's scarcity of fuel. We run on generators some days for the whole of the day. Now, it's difficult for you to even get power to run your small business. It's difficult for you to even be able to afford a good location to run your small business. It's difficult for you to access funds to put your business the way it ought to be. A small business can afford to hire even 6 people. And we respect labor. Labor is really, really cheap here and it's not respected. But if you respect labor, the fact that I'm hiring 6 people is not the reason why I should pay them peanuts.
You see, your submissions here have just painted a picture of a holistic change. So indeed,
like I said, the network.
the new administration has to hit the ground multitasking.
Yes, because they are 55 years old. 55 years old.
Is
because there are several ministers. Because the Minister of Trade has its own budget, he has his own agenda, and he should be able to hit the ground running. The Minister of Agriculture should be able to hit the ground running. The minister, the House of Assembly has to know what exactly they are doing, and they shouldn't just sit on one law. They're not just 100 people.
The National Assembly.
The National Assembly now. Now, they're okay, the National Assembly, federal speaking now. They shouldn't just sit on one thing and just focus on just making one particular legislation. There should be several bills they are considering. That's why they have committees. These guys are many. So we shouldn't just be looking at one thing they should focus on, 2 things they should focus on. They should multitask. And multitasking is the only way that can take us out of here, because we are really, really, really in some deep shit.
Well, Charles Ajiboye, we have to bring you back. We are really out of time, so that we can talk more on youth matters concerning the incoming administration and match that with the legal system, which so many people would really love to hear you talk more on. Once again, Charles Ajiboye, many thanks for coming. He's a lawyer and youth life startup coach. Sunrise Daily takes a moment now and return shortly. Stay with us.